All right, so example 5 is another example of a horizontal translation. So in this case, we're going to have a sign change or a period change and a translation. So in this case, I'm going to rewrite this, pulling out 2 pi. So we'll be left with x plus, just 2 on the inside. All right, so let's figure out our period. Period is 2 pi divided by b. In this case, the b is also 2 pi. So our period is just 1. All right, so that means that if we do 4 tick marks, the 4th tick mark is going to end at 1. All right, so normally we would be able to draw our graph right away, but in this case, we're shifted to the left by 2. So instead of starting at 0, we'll do our table for our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Our x values normally would be at 0. We would finish at 1. So the halfway point would be 0.5. Quarter point would be 0.25. And so 0.75 would be the 3rd quarter point. Now we're going to be shifted minus 2. So we'll be at negative 2, negative 1.75, negative 1.5, negative 1.25, and negative 1. Okay, so we'll shift it back here. Back here to negative 2. And just in the interest of space, I'm just going to go every other tick mark. We're going to start at negative 2. I'm sorry, this is cosine. So in cosine, we would normally start at 3, but since it's a negative, we're going to flip down and start at negative 3. We'll go up and finish back at negative 3. For 2 periods, we got to go up again, and we'll finish back at negative 3. And there's our 2-period cosine graph. See if you can put that all together yourself on 51. All right, so there's my table. My period stayed the same at 2 pi, but now we're shifted to the left by pi. So here's my full period. I'll start up at 3 and at negative pi. Come down to 0 at negative pi over 2. End up at negative 3 at 0. At positive pi over 2, come back up to 0. And then at pi, finish up top. And so I could keep going a second period. 4 more tick marks. So this is going to be 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, 5 pi over 2, and 3 pi. And we'll finish it up. Down and back up. And there's a cosine with a 2-period interval.